Hey, my name is Toy Monet Creole, and welcome to another episode of the 10K podcast. Okay, this episode, we're breaking it down 10K months, 10K podcast. Here's why you're not hitting 10K months from your social media. First up, are you using social media like effectively? Are you really like positioning yourself as a business owner? Are you showing up online authentically? It's pretty easy to get up on these internet streets and just be like, oh, I'm going to just show up like an influencer and let people know about my day and talk about some of my favorite things. But I think in honesty, and especially what we're seeing with like Gen Z and more millennials, is that we're wanting people to show up like themselves. Like we wanting it to get very much cousin, very much girl next door. Like I don't need another Kim Kardashian hopping on camera and telling me about the best places to go for Ulta, which, you know, some people that's valuable within its due time. But I want somebody to give me real life perspective, to show me that they're imperfect, to show me that they're human. And that's what I mean by showing up authentically. I think there's a certain soul element that you can see when it comes to business owners and when it comes to how they show up online. You can see really who people are. You can see how much they care about their business. You can see if they think it's just a business where they're looking to get money from people or if they consider it to be a ministry. You can tell in the interactions with how you show up with a person. And a lot of times that means sometimes you're gonna have to have someone record you actually in motion or set up a camera and tripod showing, or just a little tripod in your phone showing interactions. But that also could work with you showing up and showing your values about why you decided to start your business, about the things that are close to your heart, about the elements that really make you smile and make you happy and make you continue the work when the days are super hard and super long and you feel like giving up or you feel discouraged. That heart piece, that authenticity is what's going to keep people coming back and is going to get them ingrained and like engaged with your story. I wanted to do some more. Next up is showing your results. Ultimately, when people are coming to you as a business owner or a service provider, they're looking for you to do one thing: get them what they ask for, maybe even a little bit more in some cases. But if you're a beautician, can you do hair? I want to see bust downs on your page. Probably shouldn't be clapping. But if you are into candy or items like that, like I want to see food pictures, I want to see food videos. If you're into social media, I want to see some of your content. I want to see some of the things that you're creating for people. I want to see that your profile is like aesthetically pleasing, or you know what you're talking about when it comes to posting and content. Like I want to see some things. So showing up with those results, like what you can actually produce, or in coaching situations, I want somebody smiling and saying you helped them become a better person. I want someone laughing and saying like after your services, their life was better, or they're able to communicate more, or their relationships are stronger. Like we want to see those things. And ultimately, when it comes to a 10K month, like hitting $10,000 a month from services or from services or coaching that you provide, they want to see the value in it. Like that's how you attribute to high ticket sales. And most importantly, it's either you got to be high prices or you have to have high volume when it comes to selling on socials. Number 3, I'd say to go back and get some testimonials. It's never a bad thing when you can hear good about yourself. Like you can hype yourself up, you can talk about your business, but somebody who can talk about it better and what's going to build customer relationship and customer trust is someone else talking about your business and telling a little bit more about their experience and having them like show up and having them give like testimonials and say things about your biz. Like there's nothing like that that's going to help contribute to customer trust, customer buy-in, and ultimately customer hesitancy. Because, right, people don't know us online. There's a lot of scammers and finammers out there. So for people to be able to trust you, you know, people like in order for people to buy, they have to like, know, and trust. Like in order for them to trust you, I think it helps to hear from other people, because ultimately we can make our own deductions, but we're also looking at people that we value and that we respect, or who seem kind of in our same like wavelength, to be able to be like, you know what? Oh, girl was really rooting for her. Let me go back. Or I trust this person. She worked with this person. Let me go back and kind of form that relationship that way. 4, I would say if you're going to make 10K months on social media, you want to position yourself as high value. That's a little bit tricky, but in order to do that, when you think of like luxurious brands, when you think of a coach that you would invest like 30K in, or, you know, a really good like Louis Vuitton or Gucci bag. Yes, they built years and years of brand presence. So it's a little bit different in terms of, that people already recognize their brands. But what sticks out to them is the way in which they market themselves, right? Typically that can mean high visuals or compelling visuals, high quality visuals. It can mean really solid, if you're into pretty things, solid graphics, solid branding. So you're like, they have a consistent presence. I like the way they show up. Those are subtle ways that communicate value, that let people know, oh, this is something that I should definitely pay attention to. Like subconsciously, things like those let people know in the undercurrent that you're trustworthy, that you care, because it shows if you can invest in your brand, if you can invest in the aesthetics and how pretty something looks, then likely you'll invest the same amount of care into them. Like it's very small. I think people be sleeping on like how cute things impact buyers' journey and sales, but those things contribute. And ultimately, when you're positioning yourself as high value, it's not just going to be your results, it's going to be like the quality. For instance, if you're walking past a house, and it's a beautiful, beautiful house, but the neighborhood's got trash on the ground, like people are walking by loud, yelling, and smell like, I don't know, substances, you're going to be a little less inclined to pay the price tag than if it's a beautifully manicured like lawn, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining, like there's nicer cars in the neighborhood. You're like, oh, it's like people actually care. They care about their environment here. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same house, but two different positionings, two different environments, two different areas. So ultimately, when contributing to a 10K month, it definitely is going to come down to pricing. That's another thing that I didn't mention. We can even make that number 4. Number 5? Number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4? Whichever number it is, we can make that the last one. Pricing is ultimately going to get you there, right? Where you're talking about, the value of something, whether it's a $1,500, you could sell what? Oh, child, let me get on my phone. You could sell 2 products or 3, 4, 5. What's 10,000 divided by 1,500? 10,000 divided by 1,500. Okay, you could sell 7 packages or 6.6 packages, whatever. You get the math. You could sell 6-ish packages, or you could sell 3-ish packages for $3,500, or maybe even 2 for $5,000, 1 for $10,000, so on and so on. But ultimately, it's going to be how you position that thing, how you put it all together. So let me know your comments. You can definitely let me know like your thoughts. You can put a comment on any podcast forum or on social media. I'm always there as well. Say hello to $10,000 months. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next episode of the 10K podcast.